I mean, LeBron is now expecting to leave ever since he was dropping hints or dropping a little bit of clues around the All-Star break when he was back at his home of Cleveland. It's seemingly that LeBron James will not finish his career with the Lakers. However, the question now is, when will he leave? And
Well, what I was going to say was, okay, because I know I'm sure we're going to go over this later about the whole Bill, whatever his face.
Bill Simmons. I'm about to get to that. Yes.
Okay, I'll let you talk. I'll let you talk. Go ahead. Keep going.
So Bill Simmons mentioned on his podcast that it will be 2 expansion teams. The NBA will be working on 2 expansion teams coming into the league. One will be in Seattle, which I've said before. Like, if Seattle gets a team, I'm all for it. But the other destination that they're thinking of was Vegas, Las Vegas.
Vegas, I figured.
Yeah, so Las Vegas would be the second group, and ironically enough, the same ownership team that LeBron James is involved with for the Boston Red Sox and Liverpool for the Premier League will be interested for this Las Vegas team. So that's why they're thinking LeBron James might be leaving sooner from the Lakers rather than later.
Where are you reading your conspiracy theories? Because this is news to me.
Yeah, no, this is from Bill Simmons. This is straight up from Bill Simmons.
What?
They're believing that because he's with Fenway Sports Group, and LeBron has been with the group for a while, ever since Liverpool, ever since he became the owner of a Liverpool team, which I really don't think LeBron James cares that much about soccer, or as they call across the pond, football. But yeah, that's the one thing where it's just whatever they get invested in, LeBron is also in with.
I was going to say, or as they call it in China, jail sports.
Jail sports.
I don't know. I was trying to think of something funny.
But I will say this, okay? So LeBron does make it seem like he likes being in LA a lot, because I've just heard that he has a new movie coming out in the summer with Adam Sandler. Have you heard about this?
He's with a movie with Adam Sandler.
This is not a joke, by the way. This is not me trying to set up an Adam Sandler impression. This is like him.
I was waiting for that.
No, Adam Sandler and LeBron James are producing a basketball movie called Hustle, which premieres June 10th. The movie is about a young European superstar who gets discovered by Sandler on his down-of-luck basketball court, or a basketball scout. The movie takes place in Philadelphia and features Anthony Edwards, Kyle Lowry, Tobias Harris, Trae Young, and numerous other NBA players.
Numerous under Clutch clients, it should be noted there, too.
Oh.
But that's also... Sorry, go on.
No, go ahead. I'm just commenting in the back. Don't mind me.
Well, it's funny you say that because I don't see any Laker names on here. And there's Laker players that are Clutch players that are... So isn't that sort of weird that LeBron is now excluding Laker players that are also Clutch?
Maybe because he thought AD would get injured while just shooting, you know? He'd be like, oh, no, we can't afford this. His ankle's going to go broken if we practice this one scene or rehearse, as we say in the business.
All right, so like we'll do it live, like Bill O'Reilly, who was like, "All right, we'll CGI it. We'll CGI it."
Yeah. We'll unfix his sprained leg.
Hey, we got Klay Thompson to do Space Jam while he had a torn Achilles, so why not? Like, you could have done that.
Hey, you know the magic of Hollywood. This is crazy. Hold on, this whole Bill Simmons used to be. Did this like just come out today?
This came out yesterday, I believe.
See, I don't pay attention to Bill Simmons because he's the Alex Jones of the sports industry. So,
are you saying he's a lot of BS?
Hey, I mean, it's in his name, you know.
Yeah.
Plus, he's a Celtics fan. We don't trust them. But this is interesting because it's. Let's face it. His hot takes and like his quote unquote, inside sources aren't like very like concrete. Like, when was the last time Bill Simmons actually said something that was legit?
I'm gonna have to go
back.
I don't really listen to Bill Simmons. I respect him, but like at the same time, I don't really like listen to him. So that's something where, like, he's with The Ringer, which is also with Spotify, and I try to not listen to sports podcasts on Spotify. I keep it strictly comedic.
Really?
Yeah, like
Why?
Tim Dillon
Why is
or
that?
Andrew Schultz. Because it's like I go to Spotify for like away from work. Like I'm already in sports. Why am I going to like? It's my distraction.
Yeah. So were you one of those who like get politics out of my sports?
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
I was cool. Really
I was cool.
So we know who you voted for now. Okay, we get it.
I don't vote. You know that. But I was cool with Colin Kaepernick, and then I just saw that everything was getting corporized, and then I was like, all right, this is too much. That's how I was.
You know what? Yeah, I mean, yeah, this could be a topic for another time, but dude, everything's corporatized. Like, it's over. Like, everything's over. Let's just enjoy what we have now.
Yeah.
And let's enjoy this Lakers season because it's already trash. But hey, go Lakers.
Dude, okay, this is a joke, and Tom Looney is my witness. I was like, look, World War III is going to have sponsors. Like, I just...
Dude, that's a great premise.
And so
which is reality as well.
But guess what? Then, like, he texted me, like, Tom Looney texted me a freaking CNN piece where it was like, you hear there's, like, war alarms going off in Ukraine, and then the next thing they do, they don't cut to full commercial. It's like one of those, like, hey, we'll be right back, and it's still, like, the graphic border of, like, CNN.
It's Chili's?
And you saw the Applebee's commercial?
It's Applebee's.
Yeah.
It's
Applebee's.
just like, it's like you hear the war go, ooh. It's just like,
Dude,
take your family to Applebee's.
We're living in the world of idiocracy right now. We already had a pro wrestling president. We already have, Carl's Jr., sponsoring everything. We're already in it. So, like I said, like, let's just keep enjoying this. Like, let's trade LeBron for, like, Caruso back or something. I don't know. Let's get crazy.
Now, look, I don't like to agree with Colin Cowherd on a lot of things, but he actually had this pretty interesting trade, and it was Kyle Lowry, Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, and a couple of first-round draft picks for LeBron. And I was like, yes, sign me up.
To be honest, that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
I would not. Plus, I kind of like his little dumb snarl that he did.
Oh, Hero?
I always do that once in a while. I hate it, but at the same time, I was like, all right, that's kind of cool.
You hate it because it happened to you, but at the same time, you respect it because he was confident.
Yeah, he was a young kid. I remember that game. He balled out. Like, he gave us the business. I remember that. And so he deserved that snarl. And it stuck in my brain. Like, it lives it lives rent free in my head. And and I always think about it. But to be honest, I bet we could get a really solid team with just LeBron. And if we want to trade AD as well too, I know that's been a topic of discussion the last couple of days. Have you heard that?
Yeah, and like they're thinking about trading him back to Chicago, and I was like, yeah, if it's for Zach LaVine, and if it's for DeMar DeRozan,
Kyle Lowry.
Like that.
I'm sorry, DeMar DeRozan. That's what I meant.
DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, or Alex Caruso. Like, I'm not saying they're going to get a lot of that because obviously the stock of Anthony Davis has dropped steadily all throughout the year.
But it's at least two players, man. It's at least two starters and a couple bench guys and maybe a pick. Like that. I feel it's still that worthy. He's a game changer. Here's the thing. If we're in the playoffs right now, even if the Lakers make the playoffs, everyone will still won't. They won't. You can't pencil us out because AD and LeBron can still bring it during the playoffs.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Is like during regular season, it is what it is. But once they hit the playoffs, they're different. So that's why I'm like just hoping we kind of get there, and I hope like people tend to step up, which it historically doesn't really happen in our favor. But in this case here with AD and LeBron, I kind of feel that. I don't know. I don't know if you feel the same way.
Before we wrap up this segment, I just got to get this question out to you because again, it seems like as if LeBron's whole time in LA is coming to an end. Do you like? I know we Laker fans all have a different take about LeBron now that he's wearing the purple and gold, but like, do you feel as if he's done enough to be accepted by Laker fans in like 30 seconds?
Yeah, I just without hesitation, I will definitely say yeah. He's cemented as a Laker legend. No, he only won one title. So, but as far as like a Laker like that deserves to be like talked about, yeah, He's did some things. He brought a title, but if he could bring another one, then maybe his value would go up a little bit more in that discussion. But I would say yeah.